I think a lot of the time what it feels like is it's like, I'm working every day. I work many hours every day. I'm working hard. Why don't I feel satisfied? Why do I feel like something's off? And it's like, yeah, because you're working on things, yes, but you've still got this checklist running behind you, trying to sneak up on you, and you're trying to avoid it. It's like, yeah, of course you're gonna like not feel great. Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm really excited for this one because we are going to be spending the next couple of days together just balancing productivity and self-care, taking care of ourselves. And I really need this. That's why I made this the theme of the vlog. I'm gonna bring you guys down a bit. So it's Tuesday morning. I'm having like the slowest morning ever. It's really, really nice. You guys just saw like everything that I did. I'm really trying to slow the F down because the past couple of days, my mind has been so jumbled up. I've been experiencing like a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking, literally just like my mind never shutting up. I'm like, it's like I'm talking to myself and I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like in my spin class, my mind was like moving as fast as the wheels on that bike, I swear. And it's so funny because I'm reading Eat, Pray, Love, which is like balance, find yourself, meditate. And my brain is screaming at me to slow down, meditate, like you need to calm down. And then the other half of my brain is like, no. So anyways, that's why I wanted to make the next couple of days like in my life about being productive because I feel like I just need it. You guys know my whole like motto with gentle productivity, which is like doing what you need, when you need it, when it feels good, but also doing some self-care tasks, slowing down a tiny bit to help with that mind. I also feel like I'm still kind of in the process of coming out of a slump. If you guys watched my monthly reset, I was feeling pretty down for like a week and a half, which was like last week. Feeling a lot better now, but the little leftover mind muddled anxiety is what's left. Anywho, we are going to do a little getting ready together. I have my makeup just out in front of me and I thought we could chat while I do that. It's been so long. I'm so excited actually to do my makeup today because 2 weekends ago, I cleaned out my makeup. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't have a lot of makeup. So what ends up happening is I will keep stuff for like years, which is not really hygienic. So I went through everything, cleaned it out. I bought a few new things, which we're gonna use today. And then I washed all of my makeup brushes. So I have like a nice fresh slate with my makeup. I don't think anyone needs to wear makeup every day if they don't want to. I certainly don't. But it's nice to just have like this go-to routine for when you do want to put it on. You have like the products that make you feel good and it can just be a bit of a confidence boost. This is a new product that I'm trying. This is the Boing Concealer by Benefit. The girl I went to like the beauty counter at the drugstore, like on like the higher end side, because I wanted help with like a color match. And she tried so many different concealers on me. And this was the only one that like actually matched, because apparently I have like a peachy undertone. And I do really like the match of this one. It's funny though, because yesterday I went back and watched an old video of mine from 1 year ago, because I'm currently editing a video that I made all about like beginner's guide to cash envelopes. So I went back and was looking at that first video I made when I started cash envelopes literally 1 year ago. And I had like on my face what was back then like my signature makeup, which was like the really bright concealer and then highlighter and bronzer. And that had been my go-to kind of makeup look for a long time. And I was watching that video and I was like, oh damn, like I kind of miss that bright concealer. Like it shows that you're wearing concealer, it shows that you're wearing makeup, because obviously like it's bright, it doesn't exactly match your skin. So I wanted something that matched my skin better. But then going back and watching that video, I was like, oh, maybe I like should just get that stuff again. I had like the mini version from Tarte. Anyways, this is good. This is good. I'm not gonna return it or anything. I do like it. However, I am gonna kind of recreate that old like Zoey signature look, because I got 2 new products that I haven't had in so long, which is highlighter, like a good powder highlighter. I was using a kind of stick cream highlighter for a while, not the same. And I was using like a cream bronzer, and then I just stopped wearing bronzer altogether. Not the same. I am a bronzer over blush girl 100%. Like basically over the last couple of months, I started just doing like a powder on my face and then blush, maybe a little bit of that cream highlighter, no bronzer. No, I think I'm bronzer highlighter type of girl. So I'm not gonna put anything on my face. I just wanna see how it looks if I just do the concealer and then these 2 products. I just got these in from Sephora last night. They came in the mail. This is the Champagne Pop. You guys remember that highlighter, but in a mini size, because I can never finish these products. So why not just save money, save product, and get the small version. Look how freaking cute it is. Oh my gosh. This has been my one and only highlighter for a long time, so I'm so glad to have it back. And then I've never tried this one, but this is another OG product. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer. So we're gonna see if I like it. I used to use for many, many years the Chocolate Soleil, but they don't have a mini size. So I just got these. Both of these together came to $55, which I mean is a lot of money. But I feel like for Sephora, it's good. Like makeup is just so expensive. Even drugstore makeup is becoming so incredibly expensive. It's unbelievable. I had originally, instead of this highlighter, bought like this kind of sparkly eyeshadow that I thought I could use as an eyeshadow and a highlighter, but it was way too intense. So and that was $30 for like on the drugstore side, like cheap makeup. Like what the heck? So I was like, no. We're gonna return it. I'm gonna get what I know, what I love, Champagne Pop. So anyway, let's try this bronzer. I'm definitely stuck in 2014 with my makeup, but you know what? I don't mind. I'm gonna stay there. I wanna overdo it though, so we'll just start with this. I have a specific order for my makeup. I have to do the highlighter last. So I'm gonna do my brows now. Now that the weather has gotten colder, I'm so back in reading mode, which makes me really happy. I think it's really good for, you know, the reading is not meditation, but at least it takes my mind out of that constant like hamster wheel, you could call it. Cause I'm just thinking about nonsense. Like I'm like planning YouTube videos and thinking about this and thinking about that. And it's like, you know what, everything's fine. I don't need to like get into all that in a spin class, because what can I do about it? Nothing. Anyways, maybe we'll try meditating later. I have a like subscription to Superhuman. They gave me one kind of to try to like promote it if I like it. The meditations are very good. However, to be fully honest with you guys, I just don't really love guided meditations, because I listen to them, I select it based on the length. So I know how much time is there. And then I spend the entire time just like waiting for it to end basically. Or I just feel like it's not a like true meditation, because I feel like the basis of meditation is like sitting in silence. And that's not me trying to be a snob, because I don't even sit in silence, but I'm like, what I need is to sit in silence. What I need is no noise. so I don't find myself like turning to those guided ones very often. I'm working really hard on finishing Eat, Pray, Love because I just feel like I've been reading it forever, and although I'm enjoying it, I'm like ready to move on. There are so many books that I want to read this fall, and I think I'm actually gonna do like children's book fall, because the next book I have lined up is The Graveyard Book, which is a kid's book. I want to read Harry Potter, and I don't know why, but I've had this inkling to reread the book Inkheart. I don't know if anyone remembers that book from like many years ago. It was super popular. I read it and was obsessed with it when I was probably in like middle school. So I'm like, if I read it again now, is it gonna be too like childish? I don't know. I looked it up on Indigo to see how much it sells for now, and it literally says it's for 9 to 12-year-olds. So I'm like, I'm gonna get that from the library. I'm not gonna buy it just in case I don't like it. But I'm like, it'd be kind of fun to read those like spooky, like fantasy children's books this fall. I don't know. Let's test out this highlighter. So beautiful. Oh, guys, this is what was missing from my life. I was gonna make a terrible joke and be like, no wonder I was depressed. No. I had depression too when I had my highlighter like this, trust me. And I wouldn't even say I'm depressed right now. Like that was just a bad joke, okay? Just a bad joke. And you know how I know I'm anxious is when I pick at the sides of my nails. That is my anxious tick, if you will, is I pick at the sides of my nails. I used to pick at my lips, and this is a really random fun fact, but I actually went and saw a hypnotist to stop that because I had had that habit since I was a young girl. I would destroy my lips. I would like give myself cold sores. I'd make my lips bleed. And 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, enough is enough. I went and saw a hypnotist, and it was an amazing experience. He helped me a lot. And it went away for, I want to say like 2 years, and then it slightly came back, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. But now the habit is to pick at the sides of my nails, which honestly, I'll take that over my lips any day, because like touching your mouth, it's like not hygienic. Especially like I would do it at school, I would do it in class, I do it while I was working, like terrible. So anyways, I had such a good experience with the hypnotist. I'm actually thinking of going back and seeing him for my TMJ because my jaw, you guys, has been horrible lately. Like I know I'm stressed and I know I'm anxious when my clenching comes back, my jaw is popping, and I woke up yesterday with it like literally in pain. It was so disappointing because I'd been doing so much better. There was a period where it like almost went away, kind of subtly came back. I was working with an osteopath. I just haven't seen her in a couple weeks, and it's like really, really bad again. I'm just like, ugh, it's so frustrating because it's the kind of thing that it's like, I know I'm doing this to myself by like being so stressed out, not taking enough time for myself, not meditating, but it's like hard to stop, and it's while I'm sleeping. So it's hard to like control it. So I'm literally thinking of texting that hypnotist and seeing if he's still in business and if he can help me with this. Is that crazy? All right, so we just chatted for a very long time. Welcome to this vlog. I am going to get to work. I want to put in a load of laundry. I'm gonna work from here for about an hour until I can take it out, and then we're gonna head to the office. Hello, baby. Are you having a slow morning too? Just being all cozy like that? You enjoying yourself? Good girl. Okay, my desk is a disaster. Don't look too closely at it. I already wrote in my agenda this morning my little to-do list. I feel like I've spoken about this many times before, but I truly feel that when I have things on my to-do list, things on my plate that I've been avoiding or putting off doing, whether it's work related, whether it's like calling someone, making a certain appointment, like going to the dentist, I don't know. I really feel like those things physically weigh on my shoulders, and I think they do have a huge toll. Like, I think they play a big part in my mental health, but I don't necessarily realize it. It's just like slowly but surely these things pile up and I feel like something's weighing on me, something's bothering me. It makes me feel heavy. And then it clicks and it's like, oh my gosh, I've been putting off doing all of these things. And to be honest with you guys, I've been putting off a ton of things, mostly all like kind of work related. I'm doing some work for my osteopath here in Montreal, like some kind of copywriting and like graphic design on Canva work. And I have to send her some files and just like follow up with her. I haven't done it. I have some copywriting work I need to follow up with. I have some personal / business finance stuff, like with my accounting my accountant, I should say, that I've been avoiding for months and months, because you guys know, I just hate anything related to taxes and filling out forms. It gets under my skin, so I avoid it. I have a bajillion receipts at my office that I've been avoiding, and all of this might sound familiar to you. And if it sounds familiar to you, it's because 2 months ago, almost at this point, yeah, literally 2 months ago, I made a video being like getting all of it done, and we like did all of the things I've been putting off. So many of those things, you guys, I haven't touched since I made that video. And I can see it in my spreadsheet, like where I track my receipts, where I track doing my accounting for my businesses. I can see whether or not it's been done, and it hasn't been done since the beginning of August, which is when I made that video. So it's like, yeah, of course, all of these things are gonna be weighing on me because I'm procrastinating and I'm putting things off. And I think a lot of the time what it feels like is it's like, I'm working every day. I work many hours every day. I'm working hard. Why don't I feel satisfied? Why do I feel like something's off? And it's like, yeah, because you're working on things, yes, but you've still got this checklist running behind you, trying to sneak up on you, and you're trying to avoid it. It's like, yeah, of course you're gonna not feel great. So anyways, that's my internal dialogue. I want to get those things done. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it all done today. Normally, I like to dedicate like one specific day to do all of those things like we did in that video. But of course, I have to balance it with the kind of current and maybe more urgent work that's on my plate. So I'm not gonna dedicate the whole day to it today, but I did include some of it on my to-do list. So those receipts are on my to-do list for today. And I have some copywriting files that I need to just like finalize and send over. It's for like a different client. I wanna do that today. And then I have a video to edit, which is like the more pressing work as well. So we're gonna do 2 backlog things and 1 front log thing today. And then I have just like a few other micro to-dos on here, but those 3 priorities are really what I wanna focus on. We have made it to the office. It's time to get super productive. I got about like halfway done, maybe a bit more than halfway done through the video, but then I was just like, you know what? I really want to get to the office, focus on these receipts and like get that cleared off once and for all. I have to end work kind of early today because I have to go drop off Maggie at the dog sitter. We have a fun event that we're going to. More on all of that later. But look at this insane pile of receipts I am dealing with. So it looks really daunting. I know it's not going to take me that much time. And I love doing this here in my office because I just feel like it's more calm here. I have my 2 screens. So what I like to do is put up YouTube on one screen and then I will put up like my QuickBooks and stuff on the other and just move through all of it. This shouldn't take me too long, I hope. And I made lunch. So these are like some leftovers from my dinner last night. Nice and easy. So got both things done, feeling better, but definitely far from perfect. Anyways, it's time to go out for, I feel like I've been teasing this thing all day, but it's super exciting. I got invited to a PR event at Holt Renfrew here in downtown Montreal, which is like so cool for Canada Goose, which is so cool. Anytime I get invited to a PR event, I'm just like so grateful. I get so nervous. Like I am so nervous right now. I just get a lot of imposter syndrome and it feels very surreal, but I'm like so thrilled and grateful to be invited. The theme is like 5 à 7, which is happy hour. So it starts at 5 until 7 p.m. at the store on St. Catherine Street. It's so funny because in Quebec, 5 à 7 means happy hour. Like I said, it's like kind of like after work drinks. And I thought that this was a thing in like all French language. And when I told this expression to Deborah, who's from France, she was like, no, in France, a 5 à 7 is when a guy goes to meet his mistress after work. And I was like, oh, great. So I guess it's a Quebec thing or Montreal thing. All that to say, I'm very excited. This is the outfit that I put on. You guys might remember it from my getting organized vlog. This is one of the outfits that I picked out from Simon's. I'm so excited to wear it tonight. It's pretty chilly outside, so I was like, it's perfect. Fall, let's go. Just this really nice chunky knit turtleneck, and then this gorgeous knit, I don't know if you call this maxi or midi skirt, I guess midi skirt. I just feel like I'm enveloped in a warm hug right now. These shoes are new. I just got them this past week, some new Reeboks, because my New Balance got holes in them and I was like, all right, enough is enough. Technically, I think these are men's shoes, but whatever. At this point, everything's unisex and they're super cute. I love the like beige stripe. So the sneakers just kind of dress it down a little bit. Love this outfit. I am sweating because it's really warm in my apartment. Of course, we're bringing a tiny bag with us. So we're gonna drop Maggie at the dog sitter and then head downtown. Now let's do it. Oh my gosh, hello. You're so cute. Good morning, guys. Today is self-care day. I am so excited. This is so needed. I'm like full of anxiety right now. What's new? But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just need to get out of the house. We're gonna do our makeup together again. Why not? So last night was a dream. It was so much fun. I always get so nervous before those events. I'm like, I just get filled with like imposter syndrome. I get scared someone's gonna like be mean to me. Like I get scared I'm gonna like bump into some influencer or something and they're gonna be like, who do you think you are? I don't know. It's like, just like the only person being mean to me is me. But it was so much fun. It was really cool. It was in like so I told you guys it was at Holt Renfrew, which is like a very kind of upscale department store in Canada. In Montreal, it's called Holt Renfrew Ogilvy's because it's like two stores that combined, but they have on like their top floor, they have this like private shopping section that is beautiful. And then within that private shopping section, they have what they call like the private apartment. And that's where they like, I guess, host events and stuff. So that's where this event was. And you had views out the window. You felt like you were in New York. Like it didn't feel like Montreal, because something interesting about Montreal actually that probably most people don't know is it's not very common to be in a very tall building in Montreal. There aren't many tall buildings. They're starting to be more and more, but because of the mountain in the middle of the city, there's building height codes and stuff like that. So compared to a city like Toronto or Vancouver, where there's tons of high rises, they're not super common here. So unless you are in a office building, in the downtown core, or you are in like a newly built condo tower, you're not really passing like very many floors high. So especially on St. Catherine Street, it's like very rare to be that high up, and I've never been that high up, and it was only like on the 6th floor of St. Catherine Streets, but you just get like a totally different view, and that was really, really cool. The highlight of my night was seeing my friend Kayla. So you guys might know Kayla Roy. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she makes like the most beautiful aesthetic, like calming content. She's always like cafe and restaurant hopping around Montreal. So if you are like into Montreal stuff, definitely check her out. I'll put her name on the screen. And she was there, and I haven't seen her for a while. It was just so nice to see her and like catch up. And she was like, did you feel like it was anxious girl summer? And I was like, girl, I'm having anxious girl fall. Anyways, I just love her. And I made a new friend, Josiane. So it was just so nice. And like JS was like the perfect Instagram boyfriend, like taking pictures for us. So, you know, it's like you go in super nervous and then you walk out feeling so much better. And then JS and I had a little date night at Escondite, which is like a Mexican restaurant. It was just overall the perfect evening, perfect end to that kind of chaotic day. On today's menu, I am going to walk to the Old Port. It's a very long walk. That's why I'm like, I gotta go because I'm freaking late. And I'm meeting up with Raisa, who is the founder of The Line. She is visiting from Vancouver. So we are going to go grab coffee together. It's actually gonna be the first time we meet like in real life. So that's gonna be really cool. And then I am going to get a massage because I've just had, like I talked about, like all of these things I've been feeling are stuck in my body. My TMJ is out of control. My neck is so stiff, and I can be pretty cheap when it comes to these kind of treatments. Like they're expensive, and I find I'm just like avoidant of doing them because, you know, they end up coming out to like sometimes like $150, but they feel so good. So I just like on a whim booked it. I think I booked this like Monday night at a new clinic that I'm going to be trying. So I'll let you guys know how it is. So that's what I'm dedicating the first part of my day to, just like seeing a friend, grabbing a coffee, long walk, which always makes me feel better, a massage, some like physical release. That sounds dirty. And then the rest of the afternoon is just gonna be back to work as usual. So let's go to what is seriously my favorite place in all of Montreal, the Old Port. Cue the self-care, cue the B-roll. Should we listen to that song? I'm gonna save this song for right now. Everyone sing it with me. Hey, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, here's the song, go.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one